Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode here on Gladiator Disc Golf. Today I am super excited for this disc review. A brand new disc golf company called Løft Discs reached out to me a couple weeks ago, so they wanted to send me 2 of 20 discs. This is a brand new company. They just started a brand new mold called the Hydrogen, and in this box are 2 hydrogen discs in the Alpha solid plastic. I'm super pumped about this. This is a prototype run. I cannot believe that they would reach out to me and send it to me. It's such an honor to do this for Løft Discs, so I hope you guys watching this appreciate it, and super excited to break into this box and see what we got. If you're brand new to the channel, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And one more thing, don't forget guys, use discount code GLADIATORDG at otbdiscs.com for free shipping. OTB Discs is a great website where you can find a ton of discs, a ton of merch, and even some games. So go ahead and check them out, and don't forget to use my code for free shipping. Alright, so a little history about the company before I get into the disc review. Løft Discs is a Danish company that just started a little while ago, not really a whole long time ago. This is the first mold that they are making. It is the hydrogen putter. Their goal when making this putter was to make the straightest putter in the world. So the flight numbers for this putter are 1 speed, 2 glide, 0 turn, and 0 fade. Now, a couple things I noticed right off the bat about these flight numbers is that they sound kind of similar to the Berg, okay, the Kastaplast Berg. And the only difference is that the Berg has one glide, 0 turn, but 2 fade, whereas this has 0 fade. So I'm really excited. Based on the flight numbers, I am anticipating it to be a slow putter that doesn't glide a whole lot and really settles down on the ground once it lands. I'm not expecting rollaways. I'm not expecting skips out of this disc. So I'm really excited. I'm not sure if it's beaded or beadless, so I'm excited to see how it feels in the hand. That's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and let's open this box. Alrighty, I have been waiting to open this for days now. I'm super excited. Let's go ahead. Yo! These are so pretty. Okay, this is absolutely insane. These are prototype runs. When I was being messaged by these guys about this disc, they said that there were gonna be a few markings on it, a little bit of just not production material. They made it sound like these discs were not going to be, you know, the final product, that there's still going to be a little bit of changes, some glossing and all that, but these look absolutely phenomenal. The Løft Hydrogen, this disc is beautiful. So they are obviously using the periodic table of elements to name their discs, or at least for the first one. So they have the hydrogen symbol here along with the box from the periodic table of elements, the atomic mass, all that stuff. I know I'm an English teacher, but I still remember some stuff from science class. This is A solid, and the A is in the Greek alphabet alpha symbol, so it's the Alpha solid plastic. I'm so honored. These have the Founders Edition name on them, but all right, let's talk about hand feel. So these discs, right off the bat, this definitely feels like a summer putter. And what I mean by that is this feels like this is some pretty cold weather we're having here in Texas. It's in the 40s right now. And so this plastic right now feels super slick. So if I was to be putting with this putter, I would not feel confident because this Alpha solid plastic feels pretty slick in the hands. However, in the summer, at least here in Texas, because of how stiff it is, it does have a little bit of give to it. I could see in the Texas heat that this putter would be money when it comes to grip. So just for some forethought for a couple months from now, I could definitely see that happening. When I go to hold it for my putter, this feels tall. Okay, this is a tall putter in the hand. The rim you can kind of see it a little bit, is quite tall. Almost kind of feels similar in height with like a whale from Innova. And I think the dagger from Latitude 64 is another tall putter. Haven't held a dagger in a long time, but I have held a whale recently. And so it feels tall like a whale. It feels tall like the Kastaplast Berg is pretty tall. It is beadless, okay? So there's not even a micro bead. It is completely beadless. Oh, I just noticed their flight numbering system, sorry. So yeah, they have the box for the hydrogen from the periodic table of elements, and obviously hydrogen is the first element, so the 1 makes sense, but then the 2 here is the glide, and then the 0 would be the turn, and the 0 would be the fade. So that's really cool. I like that numbering system. Loft Discs, so great touch, a lot of attention to detail here. But yeah, so overall, you know, I don't have some kind of rating system that carries over from video to video, you know, numerically or anything like that. But what I would say is that this is not my favorite hand feel in the sense of how tall it is. I don't particularly like my putters to be this tall. This feels great for a throwing putter. I will say with the power grip, this tall putter feels great. So I can definitely see myself not bagging the Founders Edition, but if I get another hydrogen, I could possibly see myself bagging this for a driving putter. It's slow, it doesn't have a lot of glide, and based on the numbers, it should fly pin straight. So hand feel is pretty good, definitely for power grip, not for fan grip. The plastic feels great and quite durable. This Alpha Solid has some give to it, but it's not gummy and it's not overly stiff. So yeah, that's basically about it when it comes to hand feel, the way it looks. I will say it is pretty flat on top, but you can see just how tall this putter is, but it is flat on top. Let's see, the other one, so there is some consistency. This one here seems to have a little bit of a divot, almost like concave, so that's going to make it fly probably a little bit more overstable as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw these and let's see how they fly. All right, this first throw is going to be with the fan grip. Wow, that was even with just a little bit of hyzer and that thing flew straight. Okay. Power grip, because that definitely feels more comfortable in here. I'm gonna throw some little hyzer, see if I can get it to flip up at this slow speed. Okay, that disc, that is such a good disc. Oh my word, I really loved that flight. Right when I thought that it was going to start fading, it didn't. Like where most discs, even straight flying discs, start breaking and fading, those hydrogens did not fade at all. Even on the hyzer flip, it did not fade. That is an incredible piece of equipment there. Great Woods golf disc. I really like those, okay? So while I wasn't too crazy about the hand feel, it appears that that hand feel is necessary to achieve that flight, okay? And so that's something that I'll have to work with. That power grip felt super good compared to the fan grip, and even the fan grip felt good. Even also in this colder weather, the fan grip still worked. I was still able to squeeze into it, and that's the thing, the Alpha Solid is not too hard that you can't squeeze into it, even in cooler weather like we're having here in Texas. So I was still able to get a pretty good distance on it. I didn't try to rip those really hard, I just tried to give them a little bit of height, and they probably went about 170, maybe even to 200 on that hyzer flip, because I put a little bit more on that one. So that feels pretty good to me with a 1-speed 2 glide disc that I didn't really rip on, and it flew perfectly straight on a slower throw. I can't imagine what these things can do with the higher speed. So let's find out. Let's throw them a little bit harder, see if we get some turn out of them. All right, so I just picked them up and I threw one on an Anheuser. These things are buttery smooth, guys. Once they go into production, you really gotta check them out. Kickstarter is starting on January 8th. Hopefully when this video is coming out, So definitely make sure that you go support these guys. They got a great product here. You won't be upset if you help them out. That is for dang sure. So I'm gonna throw one on Anheuser fan grip, and I'm gonna rip into one with the power grip. Let's see how it goes. Held the line beautifully. It does fight out of an Anheuser, but it doesn't fade, it just flies straight, so it kind of still carries in the direction that the Anheuser throw is going, but it doesn't fly on that angle, which is awesome because then you don't worry about rollaways. It has enough stability to fight out of it to land flat, but not to cut back. So that is a great characteristic of this disc. All right, now let's try and throw this kind of as hard as we can. Alrighty, so I have tried throwing this super hard with the power grip a couple times now. Could partially be that I'm kind of rushing because it's getting dark, cold, battery on the camera's dying, but also I feel like because it's so tall, when I try to power grip it, it keeps getting caught on my fingers and kind of pulling away too as I'm throwing, and it just keeps turning, which I don't think this disc will do when it's thrown flat. It doesn't really seem like a disc that turns over. So what I'm gonna try to do now is throw the way I would normally throw my putters, and that is with a fan grip, even on a power throw. So we'll see how that goes, and that will probably yield better results. All right, that one came out with more power, but was lower. And since this disc doesn't have much glide, it didn't go nearly as far as it could have. Okay, that one was pretty money. So this disc can definitely handle power. This disc can definitely handle any line that you put it on. It is a great disc. The hand feel is a little unique in the sense that it's pretty tall. So if you have smaller hands or you're a younger player with small hands, this may not be the putter for you just because it might feel too big. However, if you have bigger hands or you like taller putters in your hands, then this really might be the putter that you want to check out for putting at the basket because of its straight flight and for throwing off the tee and approach shots. This disc did not move once it hit the ground, and even on Anheuser throws, it never cut rolled, it always just landed nice and flat. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this disc review on the Løft Disc Hydrogen and the Alpha Solid Plastic. Overall, I really enjoyed this disc, and if I can get it in some more plastics and not in Founders Edition, then I will definitely, or not, I shouldn't say definitely, but I will definitely consider putting it in the bag. It is a straight shooter. I really, really liked it, and I think you guys will too. Well, that's all I have for you today, guys. Until next time, have a great round.